Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're starting the video with the game pause simply because since the end of the last video I've been doing a few things, thinking about the situation that we're in. So this might be a slightly lengthy update, and probably we'll start with what I was actually working on in the last part. You can see we're slowly putting together the clothing factory here. Over here I've been doing a bit of work with the power cables. What I've done is I put a transformer in here because eventually we're going to have a steel plant and a factory here. I've also put in a switch which will go north that way, because I was looking at the map and there's a very real possibility that I may want power up into this area here, because if I kind of just jog over to here. Now this area is reasonably flat, so this might be another place where I can build a large city to do other types of industry, because it is pushing out towards, there's some coal there fairly close to uranium. So what I'm thinking is that we may put in the nuclear power station here, because if I come out that way you can see that uranium should be somewhere around here. Let's see what we got. Where's the power related nuclear industry uranium mine? So oops, well, it's probably a little bit. So the uranium mine is about there, and that's where the city is. So we could probably have our mining out here. So that's the reason why I put a power junction out that way. I've also flipped it round the opposite way as well and built a second one which could go this way. And the reason for that is I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything up here with coal mines, so I want as much power up there as possible. And what I've also done is I've extended the power lines to this point here and put in a smaller transformer here and a substation here, so that we can power the gas station and the construction site. And I'm also thinking maybe some oil storage tanks, so that we could maybe get the oil down, because I've got no idea whatsoever how far the oil pipes will go. I know I'm not going to be able to do it in a single run. So that's this side of the map. Let's just flip over here and we're just going to jump back over to this side of the map. What I want to do in this part is focus on getting this built. So we're going to need these 1.2 tons of steel. So we're going to connect that up. And more importantly as well, we're going to have to put the power connection back in, because what I would like to do before the next winter is have the power connection in here. How much? Yeah, these need 31 tons of steel. I've got to watch my money at the moment. But the idea is to get this agro farm up and running. So in the next summer cycle, we might be able to get the two farms working together. And to that end, I've made a bit of a change over here. So I did a bit of an experiment here with a fire station. But what I've actually done is I've removed the medium field here and put a small field back in. And we've got a fire station here, which is something else I want to build. No available construction. You've got to build this road first, so we need to build that road and the footpath. So I think I'm just going to let the game run now. Now the big issue we're going to get is money. So what I've actually done is we're just going to bring this back, and I'm going to just export some clothes for a little while. So you're going to have to load clothes. But we're going to have to keep a very close eye on this. At the moment the fuel situation is a little bit dire. We've only got 153 tons of fuel, and we're kind of running, I mean, we've got 464 tons there. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get enough crops coming in from here, keep the full fuel and fuel going whilst I'm actually building this area up. So that's the initial targets for this part. And if we come back over to here, what I'm thinking is to get the clothes factory working here, and then we're going to try and get this oil refinery back on running. And what I've actually done is I've put a road through here, this gravel road, because I need to connect up one of these towers. I can't remember which one it is, this one here, so that we can build the conveyor. And I thought if I build a road through here, and it would come round there, and then eventually if we asphalt it, if I can get the oil refinery up and running, we can have a fuel tank and a bitumen tank here, And what we'll be able to do is run the bitumen down to here. That's the theory anyway. And also I think by having this road here, it may take some of the pressure off of this road here, because this road here being the main road is a little bit busy. And I'm hoping if we can get this oil refinery working, what I can do then is really start to asphalt in a lot of these roads. So that's the idea. We're moving up towards March. Soon we should be getting our sowing out. Do I have my tractors in here? Yep. I just had a thought. No, there's no power over here at the moment, is there? We've got to build this. It's going to be a bit of a pain. And the other long-term planning factor I'm kind of half thinking about is we got a road here. And as I said in the intro, we've got options to come out this way. So I'm half thinking about maybe a road to there. So we might be able to export for dollars eventually. So, but that is, again, very much long-term planning. And I think at the moment it's going to be a question of just waiting and keeping an eye on the clothing situation here, because I don't want to drain out all the clothes. I just want to be able to get this back up to about 100,000 so that I can finance the projects I've got going for this cycle. Yeah. Is that the... Yeah, what we're going to do is just keep an eye on this guy for the moment. He's only exporting 2.5 tons at the moment. The brewery is going full go, but at the moment we're importing the crops from the customs station, so we're not making as much money. Actually, no, we're still importing from crops and here, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But I'm quite happy with that at the moment, because that's just going to keep my profit margin up. The other thing I want to do is just keep an eye on my gas stations, and I was going to check there. Yep. Where are you? Okay, we'll just let you run for a little while. And I just want to check the fabric factory. Got no workers in here at the moment. I think my problem is my workers have been diverted to the constructions. And the other thing I also want to do here, we got this built, so what I want to do is just add you and you to that as well. I get this sports section finished. And let's just get back to here. And I think we'll do one more load of clothes, and then that will be it, because that will take half of what's left. And so we'll do one more cycle, and then we'll just have to fall back on our other resources. We're over 100,000. I'm happy with that. That means I can afford to pay for the steel to fix what I'm doing. So we'll just follow our little truck there. Oops, just paused the game by accident. I'm half hoping that residents from here will be able to walk through here to the... Right, we need to get you built, because of course we're going to have to build the trucks. Right, you've finished. You go back to there. Yeah, I'm hoping that the residents might walk the extra mile and come to here. How are we doing up over here? Right, we just need to get the workers out there. I think while that's going, I'm going to start thinking a little bit now about how I want to lay out the city over here. And what I want is a really big population here. You can see here my population is 3,223. What I'd like to do is double that in this city. So we're going to have to really get serious about getting some buildings in here. And what we want, 96. I'm thinking... I don't like these blocks here. What we got here? That's 220. That might be a bit much. I actually like these, actually. Because what we could do, if I put some blocks like this, running up here, but far enough away so that I can put a footpath across the front there. So say for example, just start on this side. So yeah, something like that. And then what hopefully what I should be able to do is put a, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And then so we'll just get back to here. And because the footpaths run up the front and back, we should be able to put them pretty close together. And that's not going to have to come from this side. So it's not going to be positioned exactly. You're a little bit too oops, demolish you and just trim out. Oops. I've got a habit of pausing the game at the moment when I'm looking at things, which isn't ideal. So if we put the wireframe on, that actually helps. My road doesn't quite match the but we should be able to do that. And if I say like that, then we get another one on the end. Ah, it's annoying. Hold up, we can get one that's just like that. And just drop you in. And that one there is back a little bit. I'll just take that out. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. Nope. So I get that one in, say like that, and what I'm thinking is that as this area grows, these resources will come under pressure. So what we could do is put another small bus stop here or something like that, so that people could walk to it. And what we'll do is probably create another commercial center down this way a bit, because commercial centers don't seem to be affected so much by pollution. But I think what I will do is just get a few of these allocated, and what I can do is it will do it this way. If we run that's a bit close. I don't feel the need to really squash the city up, so do that. And we're certainly going to allocate that to road crew and that one. What we should be able to do then is connect the footpath in there, and I want to do virtually exactly the same on this side. And because there's actually a road here, so put a full-size footpath across the back here. So the idea is that these blocks will be here. I'm not going to come this. I'm not going to come out that far in this area. Probably just another row. Although there's going to be no industry here. The industry is going to be over there. So maybe we could fill this area in with blocks as well. So, right, we've got the clothing factory here. What I'm tempted to do now is actually delete these and just let people come down and work. As long as they go to the fire station. And what we should... I think what moment I'm going to do is just let the game free fall a bit, because we got the truck there. Where are you from? Distribution office here. Where are you picking up the? Where are you loading the fabric from? I think what we're going to do is just push that up to about 10%. and then what we got here. I mean, it might slow down the production here, but what we can do is, oops, just turn the wireframe off. Are you the ones moving the fabric? Yes, you are, aren't you? There. Fabric factory. I think what we'll do is add another U to here. Yeah. So, what's the output storage of here? 7.5 tons is only 8.4 tons. So I think what we'll do is we'll allocate you to, oops, no, there. Oh, nope. No clothes there. So any clothes that are produced here will be distributed. So that's the idea. We got a little bit of production going here. I am going to need to keep an eye on that, because what could happen is that this we will run out of fabric, and then I'll have a bit of a problem. So what we go over here, right, this is being built. How's my fire station? Where are you? Wherefore art you? You've got the fire station built, and what we're going to need is a couple of fire trucks. Oops, wrong one. Okay, we're going to get a couple of cheap fire trucks in here. What's the speed? 80 kilometers, 80 and 85. I think what we'll do is we'll buy one of those, one of those, one of those, and hopefully what will happen is people will come down here and come to the fire station. Right, can we encourage it a little bit by... Not going to work, is it? Oh, we could probably get you to there. Just add that footpath to the process. Right, we're in April, so our tractors should be out juicing the food. And what I want to do now is get this built. I want at least one grain silo out here. And you've got off. Wow. Okay, maybe I just don't need that many fire crews in here. Let's check the fuel. How are we doing over here? Still got 380 tons of crops here. So we're still hanging in there. Things are looking good. And we've got a few people working here. So, oops. What do I need to build this? Gravel, and I think what we're going to do is allocate you and you to this tower block here. We've got some sport going. How's got the Lenin University's learning. The kindergarten's good. And you should be able to get to anywhere in here. Okay. I think we'll just build out these footpaths over time. I don't need to connect them all straight away. So we're just going to come this way. Like that. Actually, we can do the back footpath here. Just get that built in. Now I think it's time to start thinking about this oil refinery. It needs 73 tons of steel. That's going to be expensive. Let's turn that off. I mean, I really need to build up some money. How much steel have I got at the moment? Got 27 tons at the moment, and I'd rather use the steel at the moment to build this silo. So that's going to need 31 tons of steel, so I'm not going to push my luck with that at the moment. Actually, what we could do, I'm just gonna be a bit cheeky here. Got no idea whether this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go. What I'm thinking is that if I allocate these to the tractors, what I can do is the tractors will come up here, plough the, sow the fields, and then what we might be able to do is then switch the fields back to here, and they can actually do the harvesting. So yeah, I think I need to just let the money build up for the moment. I think what I am going to do is, I wasn't going to do it, but I think I will. Oops, don't want railways. I think we're... How much? 93 tons. Yeah, we're going to assign you to the road crew. Actually, just the road crew. Ah! Didn't assign it. Yes, I did. Uh-oh. Okay. And I think we'll asphalt this road just to encourage people to come down here. How's the... Yeah, we've got lots of bitumen. Yeah, looking good. We're looking good. So we got that there. The fuel's slowly trickling down. But what are you doing? Who are you working for? Oh, electronics. That's going to hurt me. Let's have a look at our economy. We made 37,000 last month. This month we're 38,000 in the whole. How much steel do you need? You just need 13 tons. So is the population growing? The population isn't really growing at the moment. See what we got. Well, we're getting a lot of births. We had a spike of births. No immigrants, no escapees. Got lots of unemployed workers. Probably in the wrong place. That's probably part of the problem. So, I mean, sometimes it's difficult to tell. Actually, can we? The filter show unemployed people. Can't go to school because there's no school. Let's check that. Workers with higher education. If there's anyone actually unemployed yesterday. It looks like we've got quite a lot of people who are unemployed in this area. How about over here? Yeah, most of the unemployment is in this area. Oops. Cancel that. I think what I'm going to do is not that. Is we're going to switch our workers to here. That should then free up more workers to do jobs in this area, and we can then start to use the workers in this area to get things done. Got this road here. This is an asphalt road, but I think I'd rather have this area here. Right, I think so we got that built there, that built there. We got this building. This is being built across the back, so we can connect up you like that. So just what we'll do is we'll assign you to the road crew, and that money's dropping again. That's the price of steel. I'm pushing a bit too hard, so I'm just going to have to be a bit patient and just let the jobs run out. Yeah, and then just let the money build back up again. We're getting concrete here. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about building here is a distribution center. Yeah, that's something else I was thinking about. But I wasn't thinking about putting a big one in. I was thinking about maybe one with like 5 trucks on it. So what I'm thinking is to have a truck here, a distribution center here, where I put the trucks which will move the crops from here down to here at the end of the season. So I think we can squeeze one there. And so I don't want too many trucks doing this. So if we just drop a distribution center there, this is gravel, so we'll just, that's a bit far for the road crew, so we'll just connect that in. This only needs 3.6 tons of, so you've got fuel. Building without a power supply. Well, how come you're so far away? I thought you were in range. That's a bit of a fail. Let me just take a look at this. Building is without a power supply. Is this not connected? Ah, I didn't connect up the... Ah. No. It's not allowed. Ah, I forgot to do this. Apologies for that. Now. Yeah, it's one thing I hate about these power lines is that they hide from you. Yeah, I forgot to do that connection, so yeah, a little bit of a fail there, but we can fix that. This is hopefully that will be built before. Well, we're not going to do any we're going to need the harvesting from here. Now, the next thing I'm going to have to do is the old switch rounds, so I'm going to have to do that. What I'm going to do is send you back to there, send you to there. Okay, you can't. I think what I'm going to do now is, we got a lot of tractors here, so I think it's time to move one of you up to there. But that'd be your permanent home. So hopefully this will be the last time I've got to do this. Okay. Actually, I might. Ah! I've got a fire. Where are you? Okay, looks like the fire crews were on it immediately. That's good. Yeah, fire is extinguished. Just drop you to there. I just messed that up. You will be there, you will be there. And then we'll have 4 tractors in here which can go back into there, ready for the next season. And eventually my single tractor will go up here. My money's absolutely crashing. I've got to slow up my expenditure. Otherwise I'm going to have to borrow some money. Yeah, so we'll keep the one tractor in here. What have we got truck-wise here? Got 5 trucks here. I've got no trucks. I can't afford any more. Fuel's dropping, but we're in May. We've still got some crops here. Let's check. Where are you getting crops from? You're not importing them, are you? Right, let's stop importing crops. Just get everything from here. That might help my money a little bit, because we're going to stop bringing in crops from there, and we're bringing crops from crops back up is here. So who are you? What are you doing? Oh, that's why everything was wrong. I missed you. Okay. So, who's left? Okay. Just clear you. Doing nothing. I may have to put you onto this, although you're not going to contribute much. Okay. I need to build this. This only needs gravel. Okay. Gonna just assign you to that. We need to get this connection here. Hopefully this is going to work. I've never really, I hope this is going to work, because I've never really understood the factory connections in this game. Right. Hopefully 5.8 tons of crops closed there. Were 12 tons of clothes there were good. And how's the clothing situation here? Well, 4.39. Oops. 5.7 there. We got 2.81 of clothes here. And you're taking 5 tons of fabric down to there. So things are coming together. It's just that it's not coming together in the way I was really hoping it would. Then again, I shouldn't be so pessimistic. I think we'll just keep the construction offices busy with the things that I can do. That money's dropping again. Where's that money going? Imports. Yeah, still we're importing fabric. So let's have a look. Exports, alcohol, cement, bricks. Well, it says we're not importing food. But where are you picking the food up from? Okay, we're still buying in crops for this one. That's okay. Right. What large outstanding jobs have we got? So we got a factory connection, and the only thing we got left is the block of flats on here, which I don't think. Does this need any more steel? It needs 4.6 tons of steel. What jobs have you got? You're working on the block of flats as well, and you're just working on the factory connections. So what we're going to have to do is slow up our use of steel for the moment. My money recovers. Okay. There we go. Actually, am I importing a lot of bitumen? Well, we've got about 6 tons of bitumen at the moment. Looks like we've got the power back on, which is good. Why are you going out and harvesting? Or are you just practicing? There's absolutely no point in you sowing fields because they won't be. Well, I don't know. That's only a medium field. He never know. He might do it. Right. So what we're going to do is cancel you and assign you to there. Okay, cancel you. You never really got assigned anyway. Okay, let me just get around here. I think for the moment that's the only fields we're going to. This is the only one that was growing. No. So we're not going to get much into this farm this time round. I can't buy any combines. So, which is the one that's growing? I think we'll reassign you. So what we can do is once all these fields are in, we can then assign a combine up to here to actually do something. Right, we've got the pavers chugging out here very slowly. Right, so our money's holding steady, which is okay, but not brilliant. This road's finished. I mean, it'd be nice to get in a little bit here. Maybe we can just sneak in a little bit of asphalt there, and we'll assign you to the road crew. Back to here. We've got 8-odd tons of things, so we're going to assign you, get you to go and sell a little bit of clothes to get my money back up. How are we doing over here? We're down to 296 tons at the moment, so you are definitely picking up from the crops back up. Yeah. Hey, let's just assign you back to there for the moment. And I think what we'll do is we'll pull one of you out, because I'm going to need you, because you're not really doing anything at the moment. I've got, actually let's pull out 2 of them. Okay, so you don't need that much in the way of crops, and you've got 13 fabric, so we're doing okay. Let's back over to here. Just make sure the pickup criteria for clothes in there. Yeah, 0%. And just make sure I sound a bit paranoid about the clothes and that. It's because I am. It's not a major disaster, but the problem is that to get the clothes up and running does take time if you don't want to actually purchase the clothes on auto purchase. The other thing I'm also thinking is something I was looking at. Where is it? Equipment for... I was thinking maybe a town hall in here. Where's the road? Probably the road connection, isn't it? If I take out that little bit of footpath there, I mean, I'll be completely honest, I've never really felt the need for a town hall, but there's part of me that says maybe in this playthrough I'm just going to add one, just for the sheer fun of it. And I mean, does it actually need staff? Can't remember now. Yeah, it needs 25 workers, but we'll just assign you. No point assigning you to the road crew because that's a little short bit of road there. And maybe we can just find a path there, and a path there, and a path there. And then maybe we can just hook across like that eventually. I mean, this isn't going to be a priority building, just something to put in and experiment with is probably the honest truth. I mean, if any of you know the benefits of having a town hall, feel free to chuck it in the comments. And maybe let's just put this in. That's annoying me a little bit. So if we put that bit in there as well, like that. And maybe what we can do then is put a statue or something in here, make it look a little bit like a park. How's the trees? Everything's getting a little bit denuded, so seed pines. We've got to keep our forestry production up and running. Maybe we'll just put a few in here. Okay. Right, so what we got here is our single tractor, who is done. We got this field here grown. I think there's going to be a case to have a combine up here, but we got 5, so I think what we're going to do is assign you to there, and it's got 100,000, so which is the biggest one? You carry 9.6 tons of crops. You carry 10. I think what we'll do is to just assign a up to there. So when the harvesting season comes up, what we can do is just get in these areas here. We got storage for 800. We shouldn't get more than 800 from the few builds that they've got. If they actually finish, they don't finish. They don't finish. I mean, they're making good progress because these are all small fields. So, and just check my fire crew. Oops. I think. Ah, come on. Yep, we got our firefighters there, and if I click there, oops, and we still don't get really good coverage out to here. I'm kind of inclined to turn you into a gravel road. And if we improve, I mean, I could put a road through here. With that, if I take a road off here, oops. That build up, yes. And we'll just put a road in there. I suppose you could call this a fire road. So, okay. I think I've probably sucked all the clothes out of here. Okay. Yeah. So we'll just move you on. We've got 1.7 tons of. So we're just going to let you do your stuff. Ooh. This game can get a little bit stressful sometimes. Just book you, and then we'll send you back to here. Well, what we'll get you is on the farming side, moving crops once you've offloaded. Okay, and I want you into there. Have I got any spaces in my farm? Yeah. So what I could do in preparation is actually, how many trucks have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that should be enough. And I think we're just going to move a couple of tractors back. So okay. We need. Why won't that let me build it. That's annoying. Okay, what we're going to have to do is, didn't really want to do this, demolish that building there. Go to infrastructure. We're going to have to rebuild that with, see, these work. Right. So we may not actually need this silo. That's annoying. We'll just leave it there for the moment. I suppose what I probably needed there was what we call it, a fork truck garage here, or something here, or something. Actually, that's what I probably. Oh, that's what I actually built, wasn't it? This factory connection crossing. Ah, so that's actually a crossing point. So let me just rethink this. Yeah, I think I messed that up, didn't I? What we really needed here was a fork truck garage here to actually do that. I don't think I've got, I mean, what I really need is a mod here that will allow me to send truck vehicles in 2 directions. But then one silo should be enough here, especially if I can get this distribution office working. Alright, I think what we're going to do is get that working. And then we won't need this. And I think we'll just leave that there for the moment. No, we're gravelling in these roads quite nicely. Yeah, that was a bit of a fail on my part there. Right, so we've got the capacity now for this place to keep growing. How are we doing over here? How many workers we got here? I'm starting to wonder. Hey, where are you going? Oh yeah, we've got to go all the way around there. That was C. You're carrying 20 workers. So I suppose by the time they spread out between the fire station and that. So we are doing okay. I mean, that's a pretty quick route round there as well. The only problem is this. And, I mean, that was a bit of bad planning, to be honest. The kindergarten's good. Theatre's good. We've got resources in here. Money's building back up again. I think what I'm going to do is just effectively let the money build up, because I would like to get this oil refinery done. That would probably be the project for the next part. How if I asphalt this section of road here down to there, how much would that be? Yeah, I think we can go with that. Assign that to the road crew, because I just like this fast connection through here, because when we start building up over here, the gravel trucks will need to be able to move this way, and eventually I want to put that in as well. Okay, let's get back over here. We've still got 200. Why are we not picking up anything from there? Is this because, where are you getting your crops from? Still a bit worried about where those crops are coming from. Or is it you just not? Oh, we got maximum number of people in here. I think what I'd like to do is pick you up. Pick you up there. There. Load. Crops. Unload. Crops. I just want to know where these people are getting crops from. I mean, I haven't made a mistake over here, have I? I'm not unloading crops here. One thing I am learning very much is that I really do need to name things. There's nobody unloading crops that side. I mean, the moment the distribution office up here is purely about delivering. You unload fabric at the Volcano 2 warehouse, and you pick up clothes to go to the customs house, and you take fabric from when it's greater than 10%. I think the problem now is that this will never get above 10%, will it? I don't know. Fabric, yeah, I mean, it's down to 1.3 of tons at the moment. Yeah, I think this is getting a little bit too efficient. As long as it's keeping everything supplied. So you must be, let me just, and you're still importing fabric to drive this production here. If I can get this efficient enough to supply the clothes to this area here. Right, let me just recheck this. I think I could change this. So you're picking up at warehouse 2, which is, why are you picking up clothes from here? Because you're meant to be taking it to the customs house. Okay. So that's a bonus. So we are going up to July, and we are actually coming up to the end of this video. I was surprised how quickly time has gone. And this area is getting a little bit crowded. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to pull a few people out of this area and move them over to here. So what we're going to do is... Well, okay, okay. So I get a few people in this block. So this is block. Wow, my population is really starting to develop. I think we may. Okay, we're okay there. School-wise, we're good. Kindergarten, we're good. How's the college going? College is good. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on our area here. One of the problems you will get if you get a town like this, what will happen is that the residents will start to crowd in here, but they don't seem to be that eager about moving to a new town. So sometimes they need a little bit of assistance. A little bit worried about this bus depot as well. And kind of thinking that maybe we need a bus depot here, because that might be holding up things. But then again, if we get lots of people over here, we could bus them up into this area if this area's running short of. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I've got a little bit of cash. We've got a lot of workers here. So what we're going to do is we'll just I'll buy a bus, not a big bus. I think 32 passengers is probably good enough. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to set up a supplementary route for the moment from here to here. And your job is going to be to load workers and unload workers here. You can take everyone of all standards. And I think there's a microbus running around here somewhere. See, all vehicles. I can't remember. I think it's this one, the microbus. I think what I might do is change you to the fire station. Take out the heating. And your job is just going to be to make sure that there's always somebody in here to ready to fight fires. And then what we'll do is we'll send up more staff to this area just to keep this area going. So if we got staff coming in from 2 different directions, that should make sure that we got plenty of people working in this area. So we got that area there. Let me just see. I think we're just gonna have one last check before I finish the video. We got, yeah, this just needs the roller, and then that will bring the road down to there here. So we'll have a nice good road through there. The other thing I do need to do is a footpath, road. I think we'll go gravel. When it is we need to build you, or assign you to the road crew. Because what we need is this here so that we can build the conveyor back to here. And so, right, one final look. Right, so the harvesting has started. We've got the connection here. I've got the single matador. Of course, the problem is these these fields aren't quite ready yet. So this, in some ways, this one is a bit. I think what we'll do is we'll cheat a little bit, and we'll just allocate you to there. I need to get this balance right between the two different sets of vehicles, and so I did have a truck around here somewhere. What happened to you? Because the crops are going to flow into here now. So what we need to do is switch you onto. We need to take you off of that. And oops, nope. We need to take you off crops, back off, and we need to put you onto there, so that you consume the crops that are there. Right. And what we need to do with you now is flip these round. So, the other thing I want to do is add you to it as well. So we're gonna. So we're going to pick up the silo. We got you can unload, and then so what you do is one trip to there, and then actually, and just put you there. So you'll go back to the silo there, to there, to there, to there to drop. Okay. Back to. You're really too small for, and you're my closed backup line shop. Yeah. I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to buy another truck. I know I've got a bit of an obsession with covered hauls, but was you. And actually, what I would do with this truck is, your job is to pick up from there and just go to there. That will get everything flowing really quickly. So this is now flowing in. How's the fuel situation? Fuel situation is good. Crops. Yeah, looks like food dropped very low. So just want a quick check here. How put down to 26 tons of food there, and 3 tons there, 6 tons of food there. So food is a little bit dire at the moment, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, I would definitely like to shift my focus onto this oil refinery here and get this up and running so that we can start making our own bitumen and fuel. And then what that means is I can then tone this back, and the crops can go more into making alcohol and fabric and of course more importantly food. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.